Alrighty, these questions won't answer themselves, so we better get stuck in.
Oh, imagine that though, self-answering questions. But is a self-answering question really a question?
That's a good question, just like these questions that come to us in a video form from Declan.
Hi GGSP, my name's Declan and I would please like to ask you 2 questions. I'm your biggest fan. 1, can you please tell me your favourite Xbox 360 games? 2, is there gonna be a Xbox 360 Lord of the Rings or Star Wars? Thank you.
Thanks, Declan. In answer to your first question about our favourite Xbox 360 games, oh, well, Portal 2 was on the Xbox 360 amongst other platforms, and it's one of the best games ever. Brilliant puzzling, clever writing, a true gaming classic.
Indeed. As for my Xbox 360 faves, well, Forza Horizon 1 and 2 were on the 360. Oh, and Trials Evolution. Gotta love those vehicular hijinks.
Oh, totally. I also loved Rayman Origins for its charming and colourful platforming, and its great in co-op with a friend.
Absolutely. Of course, there were some great LEGO games for the Xbox 360 too, like LEGO Marvel Superheroes, the LEGO Movie Game, LEGO Indiana Jones, LEGO Lord of the Rings, LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, and The Force Awakens. So much LEGO.
Which brings us to the next question about Lord of the Rings or Star Wars games for the Xbox 360. Well, there are those LEGO ones we just mentioned, as well as LEGO The Hobbit, which I know isn't technically speaking a Lord of the Rings game, but it's still Middle-earth based.
Well, that could have been worse.
Aside from those, I'm not sure there are any others we could recommend that are rated G or PG.
Yeah, and it's pretty doubtful there'll be any more new games for the Xbox 360, given it's an older console and it's all about next gen now. Oh, new consoles in 2020, Gem.
Next gen? What about next gem? Am I right?
You're releasing a new console this year, Gem.
No, I'm not.
Right, well, moving on to some more questions, and this one comes from Evie in Logan, Queensland.
What about like Gembox?
The Sega Genesis?
That's a good one.
Is there a Pokemon game in which you can play as Ash? Please tell me.
Thanks, Evie. In answer to whether you can play as Ash in any Pokemon games, well, I think we should check with Darren on this one, as he is a Pokemon master, and I've only played a few Pokemon games myself.
Greetings, you've reached Darren.
Hey, Darren. Just a quick Pokemon quizzy from Evie coming at you today. Is there a Pokemon game in which you can play as Ash?
Well, the player character in the first-generation Pokemon games does share certain similarities with the character of Ash from the Pokemon anime series. And it was even possible to name your character Ash at the beginning of the game.
So you could technically play as Ash if you named your character Ash.
Affirmative. However, as the player's default name in the Pokemon Red game was Red, this is considered to be the character's official name in Pokemon canon. Canon meaning the official or widely accepted interpretation.
Oh, it's not like a boom boom cannon.
Or a laser cannon, or a cupcake cannon. A Pokemon cannon is an interesting proposition though. If, say, Pokeballs were substituted for cannonballs, let me work up a design. I'll start sketching right away.
All right, well, that sounds pretty dangerous. Be careful, Darren.
Oh, I always am.
Okay, Darren. Love you, bye. Okay, well, I think we have time for just one more video, and this one comes to us from Puppy Puss.
Hi GGSP, my name is called Puppy Puss. I've got 2 questions for you to ask for. 1, is there going to be a new Sonic game? 2, is there going to be a new cooking simulator game? Goodbye, GGSP.
Thanks, Puppy Puss. In answer to your first question about whether there will be a new Sonic game, well, I think it's pretty likely there will be a new Sonic game at some point.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that the developers of the main Sonic series, Sonic Team, are working on something. And they dropped hints last year that we could see the next big main Sonic game in 2021, which is the 30th anniversary of the original Sonic game release. So we'll be keeping an eye out for any more news on that.
Yes, I guess it's a possibility we could see other kinds of Sonic games before then too, like the recently announced Sonic at the Olympic Games coming to mobile devices.
Where'd Mario go? Anyway, as for the new cooking simulator game, I'm not sure if the developers of the original cooking simulator are planning a full-on sequel. But there is some upcoming DLC called Cakes and Cookies. Oh, yum. And there could be some other DLC on the way at some later stage too.
But if you like Cooking Simulator, you might also like the Overcooked games for some co-op kitchen capers. Plus, there's a new game coming out soon called Bakery Simulator, which looks quite similar, so keep an eye out for that one.
That looks like a good one for all those bread fans out there. You a fan of bread, Will?
Well, I like bread, but I don't need to have it all the time, you know?
Here we go.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't help it. I've just got a bit of a wry sense of humour.
Well, that's all the time we have for Ask SP this week. If you have a question for us, go here and send it in. And make sure it's a video for your chance to score some cool GGSP merchy stuff.
I guess you could say some of those puns were a little crummy.
A little half-baked, maybe?
Oh, that's pretty good. That's why you get the big dough.
Depends how you slice it.